real.
Welcome back at the half hour. We're taking a look at some of the top stories we're following for you all this morning. The fallout from the Capitol riot.
Also adding a CG for Terrell for E1G. That quad box looks pretty good.
For prominent lawmakers to resign over actions leading up to the riot and even during it. We'll start with the
Take a look at the CG now.
Fallen Capitol Police Officer.
C. Go ahead.
Significant the Capitol Police Officer.
Stand by MTX and frame sync 5.
I
gotta pause it real quick.
Stand by National Security Guard.
Calling him a hero several days after his passing.
Stand by MTX. Still have him looking at camera 3.
Keep him on 3, keep him on 3.
This all coming after House Speaker Nancy Pelosi ordered the Capitol flags to be lowered on Friday.
All right, go ahead.
Another police officer is getting some
CG, please.
attention for his actions during the
I
riot.
just shoot by the
This is Officer Eugene Goodman. And as you can see, he's being chased by rioters who made their way into the Capitol building. See those chairs in the back there, in between those? That's the Senate chamber where lawmakers were still trying to escape from. Goodman, of course, knows that and makes the conscious decision not to hold the line there, but make himself the distraction and lure the rioters away, making sure everyone in the chamber has the time to escape. Goodman's heroic moves have so many calling for him to be rewarded with Medal of Valor.
3.
Law enforcement is continuing.
Terrell's name, please. Beautiful.
Dozens of arrests being made all over.
Stand by packaging D as in dog.
One of the top questions
Where's that
investigators
feedback
are
coming
asking,
from?
though, was there a
Engineering.
way to count
I tried to examine it, but
members of Congress? Jessica Snyder looks at the latest in the investigation and tells us what officials are doing to keep lawmakers safe as fears of more violence continue.
D, go.
There is a lot of
Stand by white VO and A. This package is what, 143 standard.
attack on the U.S. Capitol. The Capitol, now surrounded by a 7-foot non-scalable fence and hundreds of National Guard members, they will be sent in for the inauguration next Wednesday. That includes 1,000 members from New York, 6,200 from across the country. And so far, nearly 24 people have been charged federally for their involvement in the violent mob that stormed the Capitol. That includes a man who was found with 11 homemade bombs in his truck parked near the Capitol, plus a handgun, assault rifle, and ammunition. And prosecutors say that that man actually had 2 handguns on him when police finally found him.
1 minute in package.
Charged with allegedly sending text messages threatening injury to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. When he was found, he had firearms, including an assault rifle and hundreds of rounds of
Stand by.
ammunition that was in the truck that he
45.
outside of a Holiday Inn
45?
hotel in Washington.
45.
But, you know, this is likely just the beginning of the charges. The acting U.S. Attorney in D.C. now says hundreds of people may end up under arrest as they continue this investigation that encompasses hundreds of prosecutors and FBI agents.
30 seconds in package.
30.
24/7. And finally, there is some growing concern for the safety of members of Congress, many of whom we've seen in videos yelled at, surrounded in airports as they've traveled to and from Washington. Well, this weekend, we learned that all members will be
15.
able to get increased security when they travel through airports. U.S. Capitol Police,
10.
They're coordinating with other law enforcement
Stand by,
agencies
stand.
to make sure that those protections happen.
Have him
to
look
keep
at
members of
2.
Congress safe.
Number
Jessica
2.
Schneider,
But,
CNN,
yeah, for the tag.
Washington.
White VO and A,
And
go.
protesters in
Stand by side and B as in boy.
Missouri want him out of office. Protesters are upset Hawley led efforts to contest electoral college results in some states.
Hey, sign up
President-elect
and
Joe Biden won. And of course, there's that infamous photo of Hawley raising his hand up in support to the huge crowd of protesters that would soon turn into a group of rioters. They painted a message in the streets of St. Louis. Time only.
Indeed.
Sorry. Stand by 2. Stand by 2. Stand by 2. Stand by 2 for the tag, please.
Senator Ted Cruz and Hawley also facing some heat for their
Stand by,
actions supporting President
this is the
Trump's
tag.
claims of
That's the
election
tag, we got a
fraud
white VO there.
Mm-hmm.
that lied to the American people.
VO and C, go. Stand by Stinger and D. And then we'll go to frame sync 1.
Correct.
On use of using the 14th Amendment.
I hope
under the
they
US
re-white
Constitution,
balance
it allows
in Capitol Hill.
representatives to remove other members of Congress
It looks a little
if they
blue.
violated their oath by engaging
Let me
in
see.
insurrection or rebellion, or given aid or comfort to enemies thereof. Representative Cori Bush tweeted that she plans to introduce a resolution
Oh,
today
okay. That's a
to
pretty
expel members of
short-ish,
Congress for violating that amendment.
Okay, okay. They rewound balance. Okay.
Stand by Sting.
With accountability.
Sting.
Capitol Hill, Gary.
961.
All right, let's take a live
That'd be
look
a
here
good
at
little
Capitol
trip,
Hill,
little
there, the
trip.
nation's capital, Washington DC, where they currently have mostly cloudy skies, right at freezing.
Stand by, radar.
Expecting
Already.
clouds to be on the increase there.
Let's get an OTS on camera 2, please. OTS on camera 2. Thank you.
Rain or any snow in that area today, just mostly cloudy.
Radar.
All right, let's look at our radar right here in the mid-state, where currently we do have a little bit of shower activity.
Stand by graphics 3, which is already loaded. Thank you. And the OTS is already up. Great. Bless you.
However, we turn your attention over to
I just-
the,
Oh, I thought you-
just got side face for this, it's already seen. God, dang.
Rain that will be moving in later
This,
today. I'll be here with us later.
Okay,
this morning, but
hey.
especially into the
1 minute.
Only minute,
So
I
rain's
know
coming
you don't
back
walk
today,
off.
and it's gonna hold those temperatures down
He
again.
may not, though. He usually walks off on the full weathers.
Looking at downtown Macon from the Wilson Bryant Heating and Air Skycast Network. Clouds
You know who I
increase here.
miss, I ain't really
Temperatures
gonna say the
at
word
40
yet.
degrees and statewide
Before he
temperatures, you
left.
can see we're
Yeah,
all
or
in the
something.
30s and 40s.
Oh, River
40 here in Macon,
Fireman.
42 over there in Columbus. Along the coastline, rather
45.
well, Savannah's 45, Brunswick right now 46. Now as you head out
It'll
to
be a
work this
cool
morning,
day with
cloudy
the day or
skies,
something.
but I think
It'll be
most
like-
of us will be dry, but you head home this afternoon, and it's a different story.
What's
We're
up,
talking
Jake?
cloudy skies and off and on rain showers and very chilly
30.
temperatures
I
today
scored
as well.
last night.
When you
Got
look at your day plan,
Yeah,
where you see
not
by 1 o'clock,
part. I just hit with that.
Oh my God.
Quiet, boy, they should make you laugh. I'm not the-
20.
Stand by. We got 20 seconds. We finna steam
We got an
going.
OTS.
Rain around with us at least for the first part of the night.
Enjoy the
And
day,
temperatures
yeah.
dropping down to
10.
the upper 30s to low 40s.
Stand by,
for
Sting.
overnight lows. Now, looking at the next 24 hours, rain today, upper 40s, 40
5.
degrees, rain tonight, mid to upper 50s, sunshine returns late tomorrow.
Sting.
Sting.
OTS, please.
And back here at home, we're learning more about
Stand by,
how
Sot and D's and dog.
making big plans to address blight in the county. The county deputy say it's a big
Different
problem
cause
that
control.
contributes to crime all across the city, from drug deals to homicides.
Shut up, you
Mayor
do
Lester
today.
Miller has been reviewing data that suggests blight and crimes are connected and must be addressed at the same time. He says blight is a work in progress, but a lot more needs to be done.
Sot.
Actually.
Give me a close-up on two.
We can,
15-second blight bond. They finna start
eliminate
pointing fingers
blight.
right now. In 10
We
seconds.
have, things of those natures.
Pointing at it in the
without having
bill.
to build a park.
3
or
seconds.
Property, like they had. to use
Blight
a
bond. Take
So
it.
what's that?
Now, Mayor
Good
Miller
job.
says
Good job.
he needs at
Great
least
job.
2,000
Whoever cut it,
2,000 blighted
forgot to
properties,
take out that
and 600
pad.
of them have already been approved for demolition,
Great job.
but-
Great job. Great
Like
job.
good music.
All right.
Now, around
Yes,
COVID,
Eric!
we're focusing on kids who previously had COVID-19. Just ahead, we got the symptoms you should look out for and the group of children who are at most at risk.
10.
Turn his mic off. Turn it up.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hit it. Good job. Not bad.